Good day, everyone. I am Kimberly Padernal, and we will be discussing the entrepreneur mind. Our objectives are strategy, education, people, finance, marketing and sales, leadership, and motivation. What is entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a manager within a company who promotes innovation, product, development, and marketing. Ang panghuna-huna sa isa ka entrepreneur is lahi. Ang entrepreneur is multi-Chris jud siya. Ang entrepreneur wala siya ga-follow sa market. Sila ang ga-define sa market. In this chapter, you will learn about the strategies and tactics to improve your business. Strategy. Businesses with a clear and a solid strategy are prepared to win. First is think big. There are two types of failure in business. First, not surviving beyond its start. Second, not reaching its full potential. Some of the reasons of failure include undercapitalization, overexpansion, poor planning, and a declining market. In business, thinking big simply means pursuing ideas that maximize the scope of your potential. Likewise, it can mean pursuing ideas that have maximum impact in the world. Despite its simple definition, thinking big is difficult to do for many reasons. But if you are aware of the obstacles, you can avoid them altogether. One of the main obstacles to thinking big is number 1, the inability to outgrow your environment. Number 2, many entrepreneurs lack the motivation to pursue big ideas. Number 3, several entrepreneurs lack the self-confidence to think big. To boost your self-confidence, devise and take small steps that start you working on your idea. Example, do some basic research about your idea or write down your ideas. If you are like most people, these small wins will add up to increase your self-confidence and to propel you forward. Number 4, entrepreneurs often lack the diversity and expertise of influencers required to think and eventually to execute in a big way. The number 2 strategy is create new markets. The two kinds of entrepreneur are those who create markets and who do not. Entrepreneur who creates market is considered a revolutionary. For example, the KCC Mall. Entrepreneur who do not create market is an entrepreneur who competes well-established market is considered ordinary. Mao ni siya ang mga tawo nga nakig-compete sa mga dagkong establishment like mga malls. The number 3 strategy is work on your business, not in your business. Work on it, not just in it, is the symbol of the shift in thinking you need to make to be able to create a business that really works. A business that really works for you, it's a shift in perspective that has everything to do with recognizing that the purpose of your life is not to serve your business. The number 4 strategy is all risk isn't risky. Risk, as defined by the same dictionary, is the possibility of loss. What's most interesting about this definition, and contrary to popular belief, is that it doesn't impart a negative value judgment. The definition merely declares the possibility of loss. In other words, an event can have a 1% or a 99% probability of loss. A response to and interpretation of those two levels of risk make all the difference. In short, all risk isn't risky, and entrepreneurs know these rules. The number 5 strategy is don't waste time. Dili na to angayan sayangan ang oras or opportunity nga moabot. That's why we need to do what's most important first. Do important tasks first thing in the morning when you get up. For example, pag mata nimo sayo sa buntag, magampo ba ka or mag-cellphone. Next is change your environment and then disconnect from the real world. And lastly, take substantive breaks. Kailangan nga naa jud kay breaks. Dili kay puro trabaho na lang ka. Time plays a significant role in our life. Time is the most valuable resources because you cannot take it back. As Benjamin Franklin said, time is gold. The number 6 strategy is ask for help. When you start your business, lose the ego immediately. Go beyond your comfort zone and ask for help. Your business depends on it. The number 7 strategy is business comes first, family second. One of the biggest advantages of entrepreneurship is independence and flexibility to prioritize. If your business is doing well, you deserve to take more breaks and to spend quality time with your family. If not, you should be hard at work, making sure that you can provide for your family and generations to come. Education. When you become an entrepreneur, your education is just beginning. In fact, in order to be at the top of your game, you must continually seek and devour information that will make you and your business better. An entrepreneur who stops learning stops earning. School is not necessarily education. The passionate debate persists about whether college and advanced degrees are worth it for entrepreneurs. However, everyone can agree that although you may not be in school, your education should never stop. Entrepreneurs who excel educate themselves constantly about new technology, business strategies, and so on, and you don't necessarily have to be in school to do that. People. As an entrepreneur, your ability to repel bad people and to attract good people, whether in the office or in your bedroom, makes all the difference in your level of success. In this chapter, you learn what matters most when dealing with people so that you can surround yourself with the kind of people who move your business forward. Number 1, don't manage people, manage expectations. Make sure that you don't try to manage people because it's impossible. If you try to do that, you'll drive crazy. Instead, define and manage expectations of individuals who work with you or for you. Clearly setting expectations in the beginning of the relationship and holding people to them avoids confusion and misunderstanding later. Number 2, get the right mentor. No entrepreneur succeeds without some type of mentor figure. Mentors are invaluable. Make sure that the one you choose has achieved what you want and that you consult that mentor frequently. If your mentor is not accomplished enough or is inaccessible, find someone else who can really help you move closer to achieving your goals. Finance. Though it sounds obvious, this basic idea must be emphasized from time to time. You are in business to make money. This chapter presents different ways to stay on top of your personal and business finance to avoid problems. Moreover, you'll find advice on how to secure investment funds for your company. You don't have to become a guru of cash flow analysis and balance sheets, but you need to understand some basic concepts. Number 1, you don't need money to make money. Don't believe the hype about needing money to start a business. It's deceiving, and if you believe it, you could be ruining or delaying the success of your own endeavor. Having no money doesn't mean you have no resources. You've got something, so get started on your new business and without spending any money if you can. Number 2, pay taxes quarterly. If you're starting a company or already have one, make sure that you pay estimated taxes quarterly to avoid being chopped by the tax acts. Number 3, prepayment is king. Disregard standard payment first. The nature of business is that buyers want to pay as late as possible. Your goal as an entrepreneur is to maintain good cash flow, and the best way to do that is to receive your money as soon as possible. You must be confident and direct about when you expect to be paid. Number 4, the biggest investment in your company is yours. How much money you put into a business is a reflection of your own commitment to a belief in the business. Marketing and sales. Undoubtedly, marketing and sales are vital departments that reside at the heart of any business. In fact, many angel investors and venture capitalists agree that nothing is more important than being able to market and to sell your product or service. After all, a business with no sales is not much of a business at all. This chapter represents useful tools to help develop your market and customer base. Likewise, you'll find advice for improving your ability to make a sale, introduced with capital, and engaging real-life cases. These suggestions can be implemented immediately and will give you results quickly. Number 1. Your customer is your boss. Just because you are an entrepreneur doesn't mean that you can get fired. In fact, entrepreneurs get fired every day by dissatisfied customers. Ensure that you listen closely to your customers and respond to their changing needs in a quick fashion. If you introduce something new, be sure that you are prepared for the possibility that your suggestion could backfire. Number 2. Tell everyone about your business. An entrepreneur who doesn't tell people about his or her business is like a baseball player at bat who swings only when it's sunny, missing a lot of good pitches that could be home runs. The passive entrepreneur serves no one except the competition by staying quiet. We all know that business doesn't come easy and that you may not naturally be a people person, but you have to get one of your comfort zone. Number 3. Build your network creatively. Networking should take on a different meaning to you as an entrepreneur. It should not only mean going to an event in hopes that you'll meet someone there who can help you grow your business. Instead, it should mean following these 4 important steps. Number 1. Being proactive. Number 2. Being creative. Number 3. Meeting the right people, what I often call check writers. Number 4. Finding the most appropriate environment. Leadership. Leadership qualities can be taught and learned. Countless examples are available of teach entrepreneurs who learn to be leaders of their companies and are quiet and ones. In this chapter, you will learn about some of the main leadership qualities that entrepreneurs have and why they are important. Number 1. Act in spite of how you feel. Winning entrepreneurs act in spite of how they feel. It's not always easy to do so. In fact, overcoming what you feel like doing versus what we should be doing is a daily battle in all areas of life. But it is battle you must win. Number 2. Push beyond your fear. Starting up a business is similar in many ways. What it takes to be successful race car driver is the perfect metaphor for what it takes to be a great entrepreneur. While you are excited for the journey ahead, you often must overcome your fears of failures and the unknown. Your commitment to the goal overcomes your trepidation, and that's what being an entrepreneur is all about. Number 3. Be proud to lose it all. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak. If you aren't prepared to lose it all, then you should definitely do something else. Motivation. The word motivation in a business context often conjures up images of a room full of corporate managers getting an expensive pep talks from motivational speakers like Zig Ziglar and Les Brown. But motivation comes in several different forms, many of which are subtle and even subconscious. As an entrepreneur, you must be keenly aware of what motivates you to ensure that your maximum effort is sustainable. In this chapter, you learn about what motivates the most successful entrepreneurs, ranging from getting fired to wanting to create the best possible product on the market. The first motivation is being successful is not the goal. People too often focus on the benefits of undertaking rather than the true purpose. If you remember to focus on your purpose, unadulterated by any ulterior motives, you stay headed in the right direction to accomplish your goal, and the benefits of your efforts are more likely to occur to you. I like how Dave Navarro, the lunch coach, put it: success is not the person, it's an event. The number two motivation is it's never too late to be an entrepreneur. Don't let your age deter you from pursuing your dream. Ultimately, a solid business idea paired with flawless execution, not a fresh face, is what leads to success in business. Number three, following your passion is bogus. Entrepreneurs should necessarily be encouraging people to follow their passion to attain success in business. Number four, you have the right motivation. The goal of entrepreneurs should be to align their motivation with their business objective, which is an element of the third and highest level of motivation. Once you achieve this level, your company has the highest potential for greatness. Number five, you love your life. Entrepreneurs love their lives not necessarily because of the benefits of success, but because we love the game of entrepreneurship, which can bring joy and pain. An indescribable feeling of joy comes from knowing that you are in control of your destiny, and this joy is present through the good and the bad times. When I say I love my life, it's neither to gloat nor to boast, but to reaffirm my belief that being an entrepreneur is life at its best. This is what makes entrepreneurs one of a kind. And lastly, you're an entrepreneur forever. Those of us who have taken the red pill know this already, but if you are considering entrepreneurship for the first time, know that once you are in Wonderland, it is forever. There's no turning back.